everybody. Today I have the second layout in a series where I lifted a layout by Shamel Lane, and I'm sorry that I don't have a picture of it, but she had not posted a picture of it anywhere. She did a Facebook Live video about a month ago, and I lifted that layout, the first layout, and now I'm going to lift it a second time. I liked it so much, and all of a sudden I realized I had a series of 3 videos on different ways you could lift layouts. So that first layout is called Rousing Game. That's what the first one is called. So Shamel had a border on her layout. I am going to do that as well, and I'm using a piece of Bella Boulevard Hello Autumn paper. It's called Daydream, and that's that wood grain navy that I have in the background. And then over the top of that, I'm putting a multicolored polka dot paper. That's also from Bella Boulevard. It's the Secrets of the Sea collection, and the paper's called Fish Parade. That is an 11 1/4 inch square, just in case you want to know that. Then I took a third piece of paper, the orange paper there, and I cut it 3 inches wide. That is from Bella Boulevard Color Chaos, and it's the Oreo Strands paper. So that basically is the same foundation that Shamel used for her page, and it's the same foundation that I used for my first page, but now here's where I'm going to deviate. I really wanted to use that star that says family on it. I've had it hanging around in my stash forever, and it's time to get it used. So we're going to use it on this, I'm going to use it on this layout. What I'm doing here now, the first layout used 2 horizontal photos. I'm going to use 1 vertical photo here, but I'm taking up some space on the layout by cutting that large block. And that block is the We Are Family paper, or the We Are Family paper. It says We Are Family all over it. Is from Bella Boulevard Color Chaos Oreo Strands. Sorry about that. I gave you some wrong information. The orange dot paper is from Secrets of the Sea, and it's called Finding Fishies. This We Are Family paper is actually the Oreo Strands paper from Color Chaos. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to put a border there, and in this particular one I'm going to actually break through or go over the outside border as well. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I stick just joining the 2 papers there, but in this particular case I'm going to go to the outside border. My first layout I just stayed within that block itself, and I used this turquoise polka dot washi tape from Bella Boulevard. However, that is not going to stay. I'm going to pull that one off and change it out for something else, and I'll talk about that when I get there. So here we are again with this large block of We Are Family paper, or it says We Are Family all over it, from the Color Chaos from the Oreo Strands paper. And I'm inking all of these edges because they need definition to pop them off of the background. That star die cut is, I'm looking for it and I'm not finding it. It is from Bella Boulevard. I believe it's from the family, it is from the Family Forever paper pieces. Paper pieces is what their ephemera is called. And like I said, I really wanted to use this. I'm going to use that as the first word in one of my title actually. And what I did there is I just put one of the arms in the star into that blank spot in the photograph there. This is a picture of my stepson and his family having a dance party at home, which they do frequently, so I thought it would be fun to get that documented. Now I want to journal on something, and a lot of times I will journal on a 3x4 card, so I'm just trying to figure that out. But the one I really like, and I don't remember what it said, but I like the saying on the one that's down there now, just blended into the background too much, and I figured it would do it even if I inked the edges of that card. So I'm looking for something different, and I keep my Elle Studio 3x4 cards in just this little plastic basket that I bought ages ago at, I think, like Walmart or something like that. Maybe Target, but I think it was actually Walmart. And then I can just thumb through them pretty quickly. So my 3x4s are in the front, and then I have my 4x6s in the back. Now I found this navy card here that says Daily Routine on the top, and that's perfect because I don't know that it's their daily routine, but they do it frequently, so that will be perfect. And that came from an Elle Studio journaling card grab bag that I bought at Thanksgiving last year. So now I'm looking at what can I do for some more embellishment. I'm still not quite sure I like that card, thinking about doing gray. because of the gray in the star. There is gray in that background polka dot paper, but I'm just not finding the right gray, and it's because now there'd be so much gray tone in the center because of the star and the photo. I'm just not liking it. So I'm also playing quite a bit with that Family Memories die cut. That is from the Bella Boulevard Family Forever paper pieces as well too. So I'm kind of playing with that because it's green and trying to get that card somewhere, or the color somewhere, because there's quite a bit of green here in the background paper, and it's another pop. So now it goes back up to the top of the square there because I found a little banner there that says Cherish Today. And I'm thinking about using that. I also went to my chipboard, the Bella Boulevard Chow Chip Whatnots, and I found that little circle chipboard that says Fun. I'm going to use that on the star, but not in that particular place. And that is also the same place where the Cherish Today banner came from. It came from the Chow Chip Whatnots. And that banner's I'm playing around with the banner again. That's gonna move around a little bit before I figure out where it ends up. And then I found that I have that little chipboard now that says Laugh. That's from the Chow Chip Whatnots as well. And then I have that little circle die cut with the house on it. That came from the Family Forever paper pieces. And that will move around as well too. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to get my title down here, and I've decided I want to call it Family Dance Party. So I'm going to use the family in the star as the first word in this title, and then put the dance party down sort of right below it. And I'm using a green foam alphabet here from American Crafts. It's the thickers, and the name of that font is Wonder. It doesn't have a color name though. And I like this, it's little. So it's nice when you have a need for a smaller font, or you want to get a lot of letters in a space, in a longer title. That would be perfect for this. All right, so I kind of looked here, and I'm going to sort of hang the title from the bottom of the photograph and that journaling card so that it's mounted on something because it doesn't have a shelf underneath it. So I'm just kissing the top of the letters to the bottom of that photograph. I also put the D on the edge of the star as well too, so it sort of marries that whole thing. It gives your eye a reason to say, okay, family, the family dance party makes a little bit more sense. And whether you do the dance or not doesn't matter. I ran out of A's here, so I was using Q's for A's. I just had to cut the tails off. And then the other thing is I don't have an E, so I'm going to use, I think, what is a period for this line and just put it in the center to make an E. That's a really easy one to do if you need to make an E, is just grab a period or part of a letter you're not using, and it'll turn any, almost anything into an E. Because you could do it, I could cut the P, cut the, like the straight portion off the P and have an E there. And then I didn't have a T, so I have an F there, and I just cut the top off of the F. I do this a lot with letters. Sarah Swan calls it MacGyvering. I like that because it gives, you get more use out of your letters. So now I'm just playing around a little bit with color. I didn't like that dark turquoise on top of the star. It was a little bit too stark, so I moved it back to the side here. I did have some ampersands. I was thinking about maybe using it because it's all 4 of them, but decided not to. And then I have just a stack of things that are a small pile of things to my left on my desk of things that I want to use up. And there was a sheet of Echo Park chipboard from Creative Agenda there, and it had some numbers on it, and one of them was a 4, and it happened to be in gray. So I'm going to take that 4 and put that up on top. I've moved that Family Memories die cut up to the top. I didn't like the house on that because it was too much blue and white. So that's going to move up. Now we're getting close to where everything's going to land. Close. I'm still playing around a little bit. All right, so the laugh is going to go back there, and then the house and the 4 are up where they are now. I'm just inking some edges here. Now I'm going to just kind of let you know that I did add one thing. and I added an orange star. We'll talk about where that's going to go, because I had 3 spots of orange on this layout. One of them is that big spot of the Finding Fishies paper, and then I'm going to put that Cherish Today banner down, and I didn't have anything else. So on the right of that journaling card, I'll tuck an orange star sticker there. That orange star sticker, look for it in the still shots, is from the Bella Boulevard Tiny Tots Treasures and Text sheet. So you'll see that come together in just a second. I realized I didn't ink everything that I should have, so I'm coming back and inking, which is dangerous, but every so often it doesn't work out, and that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world to happen. That just really helps give those papers definition, because they are pretty busy. So now I'll have to go through, and I'm going to need to ink all of my die cuts as well. So remember I said that it was bothering me that turquoise washi tape was going to change, and what was happening is the layout was getting very, very blue and turquoise. And I really wanted it to be a mix of all of the colors. The other thing that was bothering me is that blue was very, very stark. And when I looked at the layout, it kept calling its attention to that blue washi tape. That's what I really saw. I didn't see the photograph so much there. I kept looking at the washi tape. And even though the washi tape was underneath the photograph, it was bothering me. So I went to this other chevron washi tape by Bella Boulevard. It's a green chevron and pickle juice. And these are old. These washi tapes are probably, I don't know, 5 years old or something near to that if they aren't. I'm going to be very sad when I use them up, because I like them so much. They're a really nice width. All right, so now I have that washi tape down, and I like that because there was green in the dance party title, there's green in the family memories, and I really needed a third kind of large spot of green. That chipboard that says fun has green in it, but it wasn't big enough to really call attention. So now I have 3 spots of green to kind of lead your eye around the layout as well too. And I don't always use 3 spots, but it is an easy visual triangle, and it makes sense to your brain pretty easily. It's not very hard if you do that. So now I have that little house die cut up there, and I have the 4 chipboard, and I have the fun chipboard down there, and now I'm going to take that little star sticker, and that little star sticker came from the Bella Boulevard Tiny Tots trinkets. And they're just their little tiny sheet of stickers. Tiny Tots is an older collection as well too. And I just like how that gives that little spot of navy there, because there's a spot of navy in the daily routine card, and then there's a spot of navy in that house up in the family memory. So I'm very intentionally carrying those things from in different spots in the layout, so that you're seeing color repetition, which is a way to really pull your layout together. All right, and now you see my Cherish Today banner goes down there. When it does that, then it kind of throws the balance of orange off. So what I'll do is I'm going to put that star sticker that I was telling you about behind the laugh chipboard there. And then that really will make a lot of sense, because I'm looking at it now and it looks not right to my eye. All right. So now I have that done. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything else I want to put on there. And I got that rad chipboard, but I don't like that. All right, the detail shot and a couple of still shots are coming up. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with the 3rd layout in this series soon. Bye!